Oh my god. I just
What's
had
wrong?
the worst dream, guys.
What's going on, Ray? What's up?
I had this dream that we had a wrestling podcast and it was really bad and that someone had the smart idea of reviewing a horror movie for Halloween. And it was this terrible movie with the clown. I think it was called Terrifier. Oh god, it was so bad. I'm so happy to be awake right now.
The fuck are you talking about, man?
That's no dream.
We're doing that right now.
No!
And welcome everybody to the first episode of the KEWL Entertainment Podcast. Still the worst podcast on the internet today. I am your host as always, the Hash Brown Kid. With me as always is Cactus.
Yeah, clowns.
And the man of 1,000 dreams, Ray Dolphin.
Oh god. I've been afraid of this.
This day has come, and this day is going to be fun.
Yes.
So let's just get right into it. We watched Terrifier.
Yeah, it's a movie from, I think, 2018.
17.
Yeah. 17?
17?
17. It's been 2 years.
Even spookier.
Even spookier. That awful fucking year. Wasn't that the year Prince died?
I don't know.
Who died in 2017?
Everyone.
Yeah,
I
that's
did.
true. Yeah, that's true. So, let's just get into it, boys. All right, so what we're going to do here, start off, it's an interview. Well, it's not necessarily an interview.
It's like a TV interview.
There's fog, and then you get the Dread Central Productions opening. And the Dread Central opening, I shit you guys not, it's this it's a spooky skeleton with a hood on, and he's typing on a keyboard.
I didn't recognize the keyboard, but that's a fucking keyboard.
Sounds like a JonTron skit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no. So the person who wrote this horror movie is a spooky skeleton just typing away at his computer.
I believe it.
Oh my god, it was just a creepypasta. we watched the creepypasta.
Yes, that really that kind of explains how bad it was.
The camera pans in on a TV just sitting there that's like staticky.
And it comes in with the interview lady, and she's doing fine and all that, and you survived the attacks and da. But it keeps cutting out when it gets to the interviewee's face until it shows up, and then it turns out she's interviewing the ginger dead man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been interviewing Gary Busey this entire time.
Oh my god.
So yeah, the interview ends, and the bitch interview lady calls her boyfriend, and if I ever look like that, kill me, and and then like, spooky ass shit going on, and she's looking around, she's like, "What's behind my giant rack of clothes?" And there's
nothing there.
Nothing.
The whole
shit.
The whole damn time, Hash is telling me when we're watching it, it's gonna be a title card. It's gonna be a title card. It's gonna be a title card. Nothing happens. Then woman gets attacked. Title card.
Yes. After her eyes pop.
Oh yeah.
That whole segment has nothing to do with anything, too. I enjoy that.
She got
Actually,
attacked
it does.
by the ginger dead man.
It does, and we'll talk
about...
the
one scene where they're like, they said the clown died or something, and Art kicks the TV like, nah, I ain't alive. Nah, bitch, that ain't it.
I just realized that whole opening scene takes on a whole note after the ending, but we'll talk about that at the end of the movie. So yeah, Art does clown shit, puts on his makeup, and gets himself all ready. I asked Ray, hey, is that a prosthetic nose?
No, that's a schnoz. That's his real schnoz.
That's just the actor's fucking hook nose.
He's got a big old hook nose.
Yeah, Hash and Dolphin watched this movie together. I had to watch separately. I was in the timeout corner for saying things I should not say. on the last podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
he
about
plays
Seth
Jim
Rollins?
Cornette.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
he
said
said
Seth Rollins
Seth
was,
Rollins was cool.
I gave Seth Rollins the C word.
Wait, when did you call him cool?
The
When
end
did
of
this happen?
the end of the podcast.
Oh, what a piece of garbage.
Do you not listen to your own podcast?
No, I don't listen to my own podcast except for weeks
No one
out
should
because
either.
I give my girlfriend just like little snippets of the podcast, like at a time. So
Yeah, best taken in small doses. The Cool Wrestling
Yeah.
Podcast.
it's
so
like
then-
heroin. It's like heroin.
So then we jump to two random women. What are their
Our
names?
protagonists,
We've got Tara and Dawn. Is it Dawn?
I
Dawn,
have no
more like
Dawn-
terrible and yawn.
Shut
I
up.
got blonde dumbass and dark haired dumbass. That's my notes.
Yeah, we've got Tara and Dawn. Dawn being your stereotypical horror movie blonde, woman who is semi-attractive and probably gonna die, and Dawn being Tara being the goth GF stereotype. That's her
I
archetype.
Little
I
titty.
don't know what Dawn was dressed as, but Tara was just
She
as
was a-
slight skeleton.
It took me time. She was a scarecrow.
I
Ah,
thought she was a witch because she had the witch's hat on right before Art just.
Well, no, because I noticed that there were straws poking from it, and then the
Ah.
sleeves of her dress or shirt had little straws on them. so-
and Tara was a slight skeleton, which is an odd costume, but far be it from me to judge.
Yeah.
Spooky,
You
slutty
don't-
skeletons and shivers down your dick.
Son of
Yeah,
a
no.
bitch.
You
Okay,
know it's
that's-
coming.
And I'm
Oh
playing
my
as
God.
dressing for Slay Nyarlathotep for this Halloween.
Ooh,
Oh my
man.
God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as Dagon,
Oh Jesus.
but slutty.
Ah,
Dagon. I was gonna start a cult, but the clap of my ass cheeks was too loud.
yeah, I'm gonna go as the person handing out candy, but sexy.
And so
I'm pretty sure the fans aren't gonna like
so
that.
these two girls are walking down the street. Clearly, Dawn is hammered, like hella hammered. And they get to her car, and Tara's like, "No, you're not driving. We're gonna, I don't know. Let's go do something else. Let's get some food. And then maybe we'll be sober enough to drive."
Drive sober or get pulled over.
So they turn, and you see our hero, Art the Clown, walking down the street with his bag of toys, literally just a trash bag. And the girls stop and look at him, and Dawn starts heckling him. She I don't remember exactly what she said, but obviously she claimed that maybe Tara would
My
make
friend
some
wants
sexual
your
advances to her.
number.
Yes. Oh man! And then he just disappears.
Yeah.
He's gone in the blink of an eye. Horror cliche number 1. Check.
Fast forward to 2 minutes later, where they apparently walk to a pizza shop.
Yay! They're gonna get some pizza from Steve's Pizzeria.
They gotta get a nice slice.
Yeah, a nice New York style slice. None of that.
The
shitty
only good
Italian
pizza,
or
New
fucking
York.
Chicago deep dish. Ugh.
So
You
Art
gotta eat
comes
that
in.
shit with a fork.
Art comes in and he sits down and he just stares, just dead eye stares at Tara and Dawn. Dawn, being drunk and blonde, decides to walk over to him and take selfies with him.
Oh my god! Yes, she sits in his lap and like maneuvers his face, and Art doesn't speak, so his
No.
face and his eyes do all of his talking for him.
Less of a clown and more of a mime, as you kept saying, Ray.
Yes, he's not a clown. He is a mime. He does not talk. He's a mime.
But he sure does act like a clown. Am I right? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nothing for me.
So Art, after a little bit of heckling and a little bit of back and forth from our protagonists, Art walks over, or grabs some change off of the tip from a table, puts it into a little fucking thingamajigger, and cranks
the
it.
little quarter machine or whatever.
Cranks it and gets a ring, and then he presents Tara with a ring, and oh, it's sweet and whatever. Then he goes to the bathroom. Or so we thought was the bathroom. As it turns out, he walked to the back and he talked to Steve. He's like, "Hey, Steve, can I get a Chicago slice?" Steve is like, "How fucking dare you talk to me in my
see
New
the
York
sign
shop?
on the door, motherfucker?
Asking for Chicago deep dish."
Does the fucking sign outside say Steve's Chicago deep dish style pizza? No, you fucking jamook!
Get out of here, you freak!
Steve, New York! Get out of here!
As it turns out, Art just actually shit on the walls.
Yeah,
Which I've watched All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve, which is the prequel to this. Well, it's the movie that came out before this with Art the Clown. And Art just has a propensity, like he has a passionate hobby of shitting on walls, I guess, since he did that in that movie too.
Yeah, he shit all over the bathroom. And
he
then
spelled his name out in shit.
He spelt his name in feces on the wall.
Oh god, it was fucking terrible.
One time a random McDonald's story. One time my boss went to a McDonald's while I was hanging with him and his girlfriend at the time, I think it was. And he sent me a picture. And on the walls of that bathroom was "I heart you" written in feces. Nice. It's one of the most romantic things he's ever sent me.
Jesus. So the characters end up leaving the store and they walk back to the car. Turns out your tire's sliced. Your tire's slashed. Like a nice New York slice.
Jesus.
So Steve gets the sanitation or the fucking cleaning guy or the cooking guy, the guy who cooks this pizza to clean all the shit. Now, yeah, shenanigans are ensuing. But Tara calls her sister for some what's the word for it? Exposition. There we go. Yes. Exposition. Not a ride home.
My sister, who was the smart one.
Yes.
In college.
I'm sitting in my dark room in college, listening to ambient, somewhat like music that like your generic goth girl listens to. Fucking studying here at college.
I have a big test tomorrow. I am college student. I have big test.
I need to pass my college exam to get my degree in college university for collegeology.
And she says, I can't do it. And then her roommate stumbles in. Apparently they share a one like tiny little bedroom. There's not, I didn't see any. Yeah, they share a bed. This is like one room, not even like dorm style, like where there's like a bed on each side. There's one bed. I didn't see anything other than that. So apparently these two women share the bed, either that or Vicky, who is the sister. She sleeps on that beanbag she was sitting on. I don't know. But after her roommate comes in with her catch of the night, they sit on the bed and start making out. She's like, you know what? I think I can come pick you up. And then that's when we cut back to I don't think they ever said his name, but a homeboy who was charged charged with cleaning the shit. He's asking Steve where he is. He gets up and he walks back to the kitchen to find Steve's head on the counter.
He found
turned into a fucking a Steve-O lantern. Turned into a jack-o'-lantern. He's freaking out, and there's Art the Clown just with a knife.
Yeah, we said like jack-o'-lantern. Like it wasn't just his face with like fucking like candle on it. No, like he cut like triangle fucking eye slices and like a fucking jack-o'-lantern mouth in him.
And the nose! And the nose!
There's a reason he's called Art, because he's an artist.
Yeah.
He's more like artistic.
So Art the Clown then shows up, and our protagonists argue about fucking something while Art is violently murdering the cooking dude.
Yeah. He's just stabbing the shit out of him. Just like, Jesus Christ, we're jumping straight into the gore. Right on.
Yeah.
And so our protagonists are sitting in the car, and Tara has to use the restroom. So Dawn recommends she...
Out comes the hero of the tale.
Mike,
the fumigation guy. Mike steps outside of a nearby building to smoke. And Dawn recommends Tara go ask if she could ask him to use the restroom somewhere in that building, which she
I'm not gonna
does.
do that. Hey, my friend wants to use your bathroom.
And she's like, she might make it worth your while, insinuating that Tara would sleep with this man so she could use the restroom. But Mike doesn't care. Mike is on that chart. He is lawful good. Mike is the hero we all need. He says, all right, you know what? You can use the bathroom.
Mike cares about no thoughts.
Exactly.
No thoughts are going to get to Mike.
But Mike is a good man. So Mike lets her in to use the restroom.
I mean, so much of a good guy that he even asks, hey, you want me to wait for you? Do you remember how we got back in? Like, such a good guy.
And she's like, no.
That's her own undoing.
Yes.
Mike could have saved her in the beginning.
Pretty much, if she had said, yeah. You know what could have saved this whole movie? If they had just chose to drive home drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, drive drunk or get put in the trunk.
Yeah, literally the thing that could have saved everyone was them being intoxicated and driving home.
Yeah.
Who the fuck listens to AM radio?
Yeah, she was listening to AM radio. Like, what the fuck?
She was waiting for the Rush Limbaugh show to come on because she's a hardcore conservative.
Pretty much.
I wouldn't doubt it. Look at her.
She's sitting there listening. Dawn is sitting there listening to the radio, and then we interrupt this program to bring you courage. No, there's been two brutal murders at a nearby pizza place.
We're looking for a man who's dressed in a black and white clown suit carrying a trash bag.
We know what he looks like, but we can't get him. We seen him.
Who the fuck could that be?
But we didn't stop him. So
and also, don't forget to mention, like, apparently, like, something like this happened before last year. So, like, couldn't they just be like, he looks like the guy from last year? He probably is the guy from last year.
Yeah.
No, we killed the guy from last year.
Sure.
So, after she finishes using the restroom, Tara is kind of walking around, and she stumbles upon a room full of stacked tires. To which she turns around, and there's just this lady, just
Cat Lady.
There.
That's her name, Cat Lady.
Yeah.
Like, wait. Glad to see you guys care so much about this movie. You give every character a name.
Yeah, the cat lady has a child, and she's like, "Would you like to see her?" And then we look closer; it's a doll. Yeah. So not only is she cat lady, but she's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Cat thing.
So like, how this Tara, I think, is the person in there right now. How she gets out of this is like, oh, I'm late to something or something, and the cat lady says to her, "Punctuality is the thief of time, my dear." What the fuck does that mean?
It means everything.
Relates to everything, okay. You dumb fuck.
Okay, hold on. Punctuality is the thief of time. It means
jack shit. It means nothing.
Maybe if you're not living in the moment and you're worried so much about the future, you can't live in the now. I don't.
If you're looking for some deep meaning in fucking Terrifier, you're looking in the wrong place.
Yeah, sorry for looking for deep philosophical meaning in Terrifier from the crazy cat lady holding a doll baby.
So yeah. Tara leaves the conversation and the door opens up. Dawn's like, "What took you so long?" Turns around, it's Art. It's fucking Art.
You have this creepy clown which has confirmed murdered people. You don't think to lock the door, maybe?
Nope.
Well, no.
It's a horror movie. What do you fucking expect?
Yeah, there's no common sense in a horror movie. This is set in what, like 2017? Okay, so pretty sure Uber was a thing then. So how about these two women who look like they're in their early to mid 20s
call a cab,
call a fucking cab or an Uber or a Lyft, and just go home.
Kids. That's what I think. That's what I think. Not confirmed, but I think they just broke.
They had enough to go get a slice.
Maybe if you didn't want to get that slice, that fucking $5 a slice New York style fucking bullshit.
Could have pulled your fucking wedding together and gotten a cab, but no, you went and you got that slice.
Jesus. Yeah. I don't really have anything in like the next two scenes up until we get to the part where Art catches Tara. So if you guys have anything in between that, go ahead.
Well, yeah, he's just kind of chasing her, and I did point out at one point how he wouldn't find her if when he was looking in her general direction, like when she was hiding, I sharply turn in this direction, and she gasps.
I sharply turn over here. Nothing.
Yeah.
What if I sharply turn over here? Ah, there she is.
Yes. If you didn't gasp, he wouldn't have found you.
It's like mute Marco Polo. They're playing.
Pretty much. There's a part where I'm pretty sure she knocks him down, and I'm sitting there shouting at the screen, "Finish him off! Do the double tap!"
Yeah, like she stabs him under the armpit.
Yeah, and like
which Nick gets to the hospital for that.
Yeah,
like, Art should be dead from that.
Yeah, I'm like finish the job. He's on the ground. Like grab a brick or something, bash his fucking head in. No, just keep running.
Brick in your face.
Exactly. If there's any time for her to become Stitches, it would be now. But
now, what you gonna do with it?
What you gonna do with it? Now, what you gonna do with it? Run away like a coward, and then Art finds you.
Yeah. No, she runs away. She finds the janitor guy who's just vibing.
Yeah,
Mike. It's Mike.
Yeah, Mike's just vibing.
So
doing his thing.
Instead of like going over to him and tapping on his shoulder, she sits at the end of the hallway and screams at him. He's got headphones in, so he can't hear nothing.
It's like one of those it's one of those very cliched scenes, but it always gets me. The person turns around after they're like screaming for him, and the person drags him away, and they turn around. Must have just been the wind then.
Yeah, pretty much.
It reminded me a lot of that one scene from that SpongeBob episode where the dude's just mopping with headphones in, and all of a sudden the flood of fucking like fruit punch or whatever comes, and he just doesn't react to it.
That was a good one.
So Art takes her down to this room where he duct tapes her to a chair, and he's going through his bag of fun playthings, and he gets out a hatchet.
The hatchet. First.
Yeah, and he like lunges towards her with it, and she flinches, and he doesn't do anything. And he's like, "Ha ha, 2 for flinching, motherfucker."
I'm not going to use a hatchet. That'd be too cliche. I'm not a juggalo.
Then he
pulls out the hacksaw.
Yes,
Jim Duggan.
And he walks over to this big curtain.
Oh my god! Actually, that joke works because he opens up the curtain to reveal a hoe.
Yes, there's Dawn. Upside down,
down,
hung by her feet, completely naked.
Well, not completely naked.
Oh, I'm sorry, with her panties on.
He rips out the panties, and you can't show the V. So
yes. So what he does is he takes the hacksaw, and he cuts from her crotch and just starts sawing down the middle of this bitch's body. I refuse to believe that hacksaw would have been able to cut through her. It cuts through her skull. Like her entire body until he just cuts her in half.
Okay, so you're concerned about that. I'm concerned about the sausage intestines that came out.
Oh.
Those were good sausages.
Yes.
3 hot dogs.
Yeah, pretty much.
The hot dog pinata.
Pretty much clearly just some sausage links covered in fake blood falling out of her. Oh god. After he does that, Tara manages to break out of the chair, and Art notices, walks over to her, and she hits him in the face with the part of the broken chair, and she runs away. Thus ensues our second Scooby-Doo chase sequence. I'm
very upset you didn't play Ghost during any of these Scooby-Doo chase scenes.
I told you I was going to, but I didn't.
My notes kind of go foggy for a bit, but then there's some screaming happening, and Cat Lady says, my favorite line of the movie, I guess the new neighbors weren't such a good idea after all.
Must have just been the wind, my sweet Emily.
So what happens after fucking the dark-haired girl fucking, like, escapes, whatever, she fucking hits Art with a 2x4.
Yeah!
And then just like, get up! Stand up.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Go whoop his ass. Stand up. Stand up. Art pulls a fucking gun out and he shoots her. Like, how anticlimactic is that? All of this fucking like torture shit, and really you just shoot her?
Yeah.
Okay. You had a gun this whole damn time.
And he's out of bullets.
Yes. He goes to finish her off. And he has no bullets, so he has to go to his bag. and
Grab
fish
the-
out another magazine.
Yeah, and he also takes a selfie with the
Vibe check.
Pretty
takes a selfie
much.
with the fucking blonde girl.
Yeah. And then
That was nice.
he walks back over to Tara and he shoots her in the head. So our not self-proclaimed, but our proclaimed protagonist is dead. After he
Yeah,
shoots her in the
turned out
head,
they weren't.
he empties the rest of the clip into her head.
Yeah.
So she's dead.
So the cat lady witnessed the murder, which
And
begins
she
Scooby-Doo
told-
chase scene number 3.
Yes.
Until the cat lady tells the real protagonist
Mike.
of what happened, Mike.
Mike
And Mike
ain't
doesn't
buying
believe
it.
her.
Mike's
Yeah,
not having it.
Murder? No. This is a nice place. I refuse to believe that anybody could be this evil. Because Mike's a good guy.
Yeah. And also at this point, Vicky, the sister character, she's arrived at the building and she's texting the phone. She's texting Dawn's phone that she's here. Well, Art sees this and he texts her back that Tara's sick. Come around back. So Vicky enters through the rear of the building, and now she's involved in this whole campaign we've got going on here.
Somewhere between that, or like after that, before that, fucking Mike gets bonked on the head.
Yeah, he's in a stairwell going to call someone about this crazy shit that's going down, and he gets hit in the head by a hammer. Art whacks him in the head with a hammer.
Yeah,
Art-
while he's calling his fucking boss or something, and like Art breaks the phone.
Yeah, Art makes the mistake of not double tapping Mike,
Yeah,
which lots of people have made in this movie, just not double tapping.
yeah no.
So now Art is chasing the cat lady around the building.
Yeah. Fucking Art takes the cat lady's baby, and he's a good father. Art's a good father. Through all this, he just wants to look out for the baby, its well-being.
Yeah, he's sitting there in a dark corridor, sitting there holding the baby, and she's like, "Oh no, give me back my baby." She's like, "Have you ever felt a mother's touch?"
Yeah,
Have
the
you
cat
ever-
lady just starts like yelling, like just saying fucking fucking cliches at him.
Then she sits down, she hugs Art. Art puts his thumb in his mouth, and
Yeah, Art just am baby now.
yeah, and then we just cut away.
So she calls Dawn's number, finds Dawn's phone, and oh shit, there's Dawn sawed upside down. And there's just those sausages on the ground going to waste.
Ah,
pretty
damn it.
much.
Don't let those sausages go to waste.
So she runs around. She's looking for Tara. She thinks she hears Tara, but in fact, it was the cat lady. She goes down. She sees what looks to be a woman laying stomach down with some type of blanket or something over top. And she thinks it's Tara. She's like, "Come on, Tara, let's go." And then she turns and she sees the cat lady laying on her back, skinned. She has her scalp cut off and her boobs cut off. And she's like, "Oh no, I'm dying." And she's like, "What?" She turns around. The lady laying on the ground was Art the fucking clown wearing the cat lady's scalp and
And
breasts.
boobs.
Yes. Art
He's
was
wearing her
completely
boobs.
he was completely naked wearing a fucking skin suit and a wig.
Did anybody else notice that like the crazy cat lady was like scalp just on the top of her scalp, but
Yeah.
Art still had just the full head of hair?
Yeah. I don't expect I
Maybe
expect
Art
continuity
had
errors.
some gorgeous
errors like that.
locks in of himself.
Yeah, he had to put that like fucking like hat thing on. Maybe that's just his natural hair mixed with her hair.
Maybe. So then we get a Scooby-Doo chase sequence like number 17 at this point, where a naked Art the Clown wearing the cat lady's skin and head or scalp is chasing her around the building.
I said of this scene, "Goodbye horses," because his dick was tucked between his legs while
Yeah.
he's chasing her around.
She
So-
was saved by the two words that we were all saved by. Yo, Mike.
Yo,
Oh,
Mike!
yeah. Yo, Mike.
Oh.
Because while she's hiding in a closet, Art the Clown clearly had found her, and then again out of nowhere he hears "Yo, Mike," as Mike's friend had finally gotten to the building.
Friend, co-worker, or boss.
yeah.
I'm not sure what the fuck
Friend
that
is,
is.
friend is a stretch. That was definitely a co-worker.
His
Yeah.
something. I think the guy's name was
Another-
Chris. I don't know. I could be wrong. And so the guy's like, well, shit, all the doors are locked. He's calling Mike's phone, but Mike's phone got fucking smashed.
So, like, he walks in and he sees bloody footprints on the floor. So, the best course of action is to stare at the floor and just walk forward, hunchback like a fucking hunchback.
Yeah.
Like a Neanderthal, just hunchback, not looking straight forward at these bloody footprints to see where they're going.
Yeah, and then he finds Emily, the precious little baby doll. And then Art the Clown comes up from behind and stabs him in the fucking head with a screwdriver, and then proceeds to decapitate this man.
Yeah.
Then he kicks his head, to which I shouted, "Goal!"
I also have written in my notes, goal.
Yeah, pretty much. He scores a goal with that man's head, and then we just cut to a different scene of, I think Mike actually woke up.
Yeah, he was crawling.
Yeah.
And Mike saves the day.
Yeah,
Gets
Mike,
Art, gets the girl, calls the police. All right, we want you to stay there until the police come. Nah, fuck that shit. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know how many people were just killed?
So he grabs Vicky and he's running away. Oh shit, the door's locked. What's going on?
Prior to that, Art, in his clown nature that shows up once, like, in a blue fucking moon in this movie, Art just rides a little bicycle around.
Oh, yeah! There's
a part fucks up because he's a shit clown.
Yes, where he crashes into something, and I swear to God, I think that was just a blooper that they left in.
Yeah, no, I've written up after he fucking crashed into something that this is basically what would happen if Hitler flunked clown college instead of art school.
Yeah,
he was just like, shit!
What were we referencing when he was riding around? We were referencing some fucking song and shit.
The fucking bicycle. The Queen song, the bicycle.
I think we were referencing something else before that, but yes, we did definitely reference that. But we can't remember, and that fucking upsets me. But we go back to the present.
Art tries to do the Schlack plastic bag trick onto
the
girl.
Oh, yeah, but she does what you should always do in that spot. Fucking tear a hole where your mouth is. It's a plastic bag. Art looked perplexed as to how she could have tore a hole in that bag.
Whoa.
What?
Tearing a hole in stretched plastic?
What the fuck?
She must be like a superhuman.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
So she's running away.
Mike gets caught by Art, and Mike's like, get out of here! Save yourself, I got this! And Art fucking
spoiler alert, he don't got this.
Art the Clown kind of went Seth Rollins on him and curb stomped him to death.
He took his big ass size 52 clown shoe and fucking stomped his head. Oh man. And then
she runs into a place that says keep out. She gets in there, and Art, scratching his way in there, pulls out a fucking bike horn.
Oh yeah, he's honking his horn. Honk.
It's a good clown once in a while. Yeah, no, this fucking keep out door that was clearly made by the flimsiest of plywood that anyway a toddler could fucking break through.
And then Art disappears, and she's like, "Oh God, he's gone." You hear the police sirens; they're getting closer. I don't know what compelled her to do this. Goes closer to the door and peeks out, trying to see where he went. There's Art in a fucking truck, driving full speed towards the gates, just slams into her.
Yeah. And shows him in the fucking cockpit of the truck, just vibing to the song.
Yeah. Then he gets out of the car and just gets over her corpse and just starts eating her face.
Yeah.
And then the cops get there.
Put your hands up, motherfucker! You know, shit like that. It's completely inaccurate to modern police day because he was black and white, but so I guess that's kind of why.
If he was mostly a black clown, they would have shot him as soon as they saw him.
They saw his white.
They saw his white, and they're like, "Huh, mixed race clown."
It's like, we gotta give him the benefit of the doubt because this could be very hairy if we do in fact shoot him.
And then the clown kills himself. Art.
Art reaches into his ankle, grabs a handgun, turns around. They're like, "Put down the gun!" He fucking shoots himself in the head. He's dead. The guy's like, "Oh my God!" And the guy's like, "What? She's still alive!" And then
they proceed to shoot her.
Yeah,
unloaded to her.
Oh God! And then we get a jump cut. They're taking everyone to the coroner's. The guy's
Hey, I want
like,
a bacon sandwich.
yeah,
How can you eat anything while cutting up bodies? Once you've seen an 8-month-old microwaved,
You
You've
get a
seen it
hankering for
all.
bacon too. They
You've
smell
seen
like
it all.
bacon.
Jesus Christ.
Everything's just a hat on a hat.
And this coroner's office looks like a fucking hole in the side of the building that they were filming in.
It,
Like,
it
what the
reminds
fuck?
me. It reminds me of American Horror Story Asylum, like the bottom, like the actual like death pit of the asylum. I don't know if you guys watched that, but for anybody who has and is watching the podcast, yeah, it looks like that.
So I'm sure it's just an alternate universe where like there's no money being put in medical funding. Because like the skin grafts they do are just awful. Like all the scenes in like hospitals and buildings are just fucking abysmal.
Yeah, it's almost like they're not really hospitals.
We're gonna miss this one. She made us laugh so much. Yeah, it was me. Yeah, I'm ready for my interview tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh,
Barely has. It looks like someone just slapped a fucking slice of ham on her face.
So he opens up Art's
bag, and he's looking at him, and he's like,
and then the lights start freaking out. Everything's going crazy. I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Not only is this a murderous clown, he's got some fucking supernatural powers. Jesus Christ, I'm so done at this point. Then the lights come back to normal. Oh, everything seems calm. Art sits up and then fucking grabs the coroner by the throat, then gouges his eyes out. I don't know what his obsession with eyes are. Then we go to the hospital. We see we see Vicky's made it through. She turns around. You see her face. She's the fucking survivor who got interviewed.
So, think about this. That beginning scene where Art kicks the TV and all that shit, that was in the future. We don't see what he does after he kicks that TV. None of this... none of what happened was actually in the movie. None of what happened... Yeah. So
I didn't get that part. I just thought that, like, you know, the medical advance is just awful. This is just what they do when somebody's face gets injured. They just fucking turn into baloney.
No, they're the same person.
She just had bad health insurance.
Yeah, so
government got to die. This is the best we could do.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. Honestly, it was like not really cool, but it was all just a flashback.
I was pissed off that it was all a flashback.
I mean, honestly, it was interesting. It really, like, if I watch the movie again, and that's a big if, I can look at it through a new lens, pretty much.
Yeah. No, I was not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah. So then we just get end credits after that.
So guys, before we go into the cool ratings of this movie, what's the movie rating?
Fucking. Like,
I'll give it a strong 40%, 35 to 40.
Okay.
I give this shit a 5.
Okay.
Ooh,
this was not a good movie, in my opinion.
I gave it a 45. I liked it.
Yeah, no, not a fan.
It wasn't a good movie by any means. It was just a movie to as it was so eloquently explained by me to me. From my friend Cactus, I'm gonna take your line here real quick. They were so focused on art and the gore and all that shit, they forgot everything else in the movie. Like how to write a character, like how to do this, how to.
None of the characters were likable, and I didn't feel bad seeing any of them die.
Yeah,
Mike was likable, but that was
Mike. I wouldn't say Mike was likable as much as he was the least dislikable.
Yeah, like everybody else is like in the chaotic scale, like the fucking chart, and he's the only one that's lawful at all.
Yeah, he's like lawful neutral. He just wants to do his fucking job and go home.
Yeah. He's the common man. He's the working man.
Yeah, exactly. The guy clean was fucking pure neutral. But everybody else is like down in the fucking chaotic, evil, chaotic, neutral side.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. So, cool ratings. Cactus, we'll start with you.
So I gave it, like you said, like that was my explanation for it. They were so focused on art and the gore and like making everything cool that they forgot like to put any substance in it. They forgot it's all sizzle, no steak. And that's the percentage. Sizzle without steak %.
All right. Well,
Ray, do you have a cool rating?
A high production value porn. As Hash pointed out to me in the film, they had really good what are they called? Something effects.
Special.
No,
Gore?
practical effects. Yeah,
practical.
where you don't have to rely on CGI. Really good. So just like that high production porn, you're gonna get a lot of great shots. You're gonna see a lot of crazy shit, but the acting is fucking terrible, and it's just over the top.
Yeah.
You know, you get what you come for if you're there for what, you know, you get what you come for. You're watching this movie for a slasher flick. You're not watching this movie for plot. You're not watching this movie for high grade exposition or a huge twist. You're watching this movie to see a fucking clown murder a bunch of people. And so, yeah, it's exactly that. You know, it has a set specific purpose. It meets that purpose, but outside of anything else, it's not good.
So I guess I'll give mine. I gave it the first in the Halloween horror movie marathon percent. Because this movie is perfect to get you into all the other good ones. Because, like I said, the practical effects, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if you're going to watch this movie, don't watch it for the story. Watch it for the practical effects. Because they look great. I'm not saying they look real, but they look great. You know? That sawed in half person looks like a sawed in half person. That fucking... all that the eye gouging out with the fucking eye sticking out, it looks good. But if you put this anywhere after watching any other horror movie, you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it.
Unless you're like me and watch like the first 8 Hellraiser movies. This looks like fucking like Schindler's List now. Or like fucking...
You brought that upon yourself.
Yeah, I mean, no one told you to do that.
Yeah.
No one. I still need to watch 2 other Hellraiser movies, and I want to kill myself.
Godspeed, Cactus. Godspeed.
So yeah, first in the horror movie marathon percent, ladies and gentlemen, tune in soon for the next episode of the Cool Wrestling Podcast. I don't know what else we're gonna review, but I know we're doing Jimmy Lloyd's Fright Fest, and I got a lot to say about that one.
Definitely. We're also gonna do the probably the GCW event before that. I'm guessing
there was a GCW event before that.
Yeah, from last week.
Wasn't that? Didn't we already do that one?
No, I don't think we did.
I mean, there's one within like 2 weeks from now.
Am I thinking of the Impact event?
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah.
Slime Language is on the 8th of November. We'll probably do that one too.
Yeah. So, what was that? Bound for Glory. Yeah, Bound for Glory and Fright Fest.
Yeah.
And
so
the other one.
Oh god, I got to rewatch Bound for Glory. That's gonna be fun.
Oh,
So yeah, thanks for tuning in to the first episode of the Cool Entertainment Podcast. We're hoping to do more like this. Maybe next time it'll probably be for Christmas, maybe, if we don't have anything else to do, and we'll do those old Rudolph movies.
And remember, kids, at the heart, the moral of the story is drive drunk if you don't want to get killed by a clown.
Exactly.
Yeah. Drive drunk or get put in the trunk.
The unsung hero of this movie was drunk driving.
I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer upon like the end of this.
No, you don't. Fuck it, kids.
Yeah.
Drive wasted.
Drunk. Yeah.
Drive drunk. So anybody got a good line to end this, or?